times when we look back and think of our most precious moments in life. Perhaps you go back to a time when you were young, without a worry in the world, just you, your dog or cat, your neighborhood friends or schoolmates. Life was simple back then. You could play outside without a worry in the world or without a worry of being in danger. Well, times were different. Now, there's so many things to worry about and so many bills to pay, it's never ending. But when we step outside and smell the green grass or hear the birds sing, for a moment, you're taken to the past. That's how powerful nature is. It's nostalgic. Hi, I'm Aya and I'm a metaphysical practitioner. Thanks so much for coming onto our channel, Metaphysical Awakening. I hope you enjoy listening to what I share when filling into many different topics metaphysically. And what I mean by metaphysically is that besides using our five, basic senses, I use other senses that are beyond the physical. And for more information about that, feel free to visit our website, which is metaphysicalawakening.com. And we hope you like what you see there, make use of it in your own life to aid you in your awareness of what's going on around you and within you. Thanks so much for being here. Well, as I stated before, nature is quite powerful. What I mean by that is that it can completely distract us from our day-to-day living. If you decide one day to take a day trip across the mountains, you can easily get lost without a map. Your eyes are awed by the beautiful sights you see, your senses are heightened, and your mind is distracted from your objective because you're overcome by the beauty and magnificence of the place. How many of you have gone hiking on a trail and have just been blown away by simply being in the moment? You're observing your surroundings, such as looking at the bark on a tree, the wildflowers spotted throughout the fields, odd-looking stones sitting in places you wouldn't expect to find them, and hearing the rustling of leaves above you. You're captivated by what you see and hear that you've lost track of time and perhaps for a moment lost sense of where you are. Nature also has a way of taking us back to memorable times in our past. It's typically linked to enjoyable moments, many of them from our childhood, I believe. Can you smell the grass, hear the leaves, hear the crunching sound under your shoes? Do you remember trying to build a tree house with your friends or siblings or perhaps your parents? Do you remember seeing a bird's nest in a tree and watching a mama bird feeding her young worms? It's amazing how we can easily attach nature to our happiest moments in life. What makes Earth so special to us? Is it just the beauty that surrounds us or the fragrances from trees, plants, and flowers all around us? Well, I believe that they play a major role in that, and of course there are many other reasons, but I'd like to go into the metaphysical aspect of this, and so here it goes. Well, the Earth, I believe, is made up of many, many frequencies. Many that you and I are not aware of because we may not be sensitive enough to feel a lot of those frequencies, including the most delicate ones. However, if you take the time to ground yourself outside, you'll feel a change in your way of thinking, and physically, you'll feel the effects of those frequencies working on you. But that's for a later video. So, our planet Earth, our home, is magnificent. Below the Earth's surface are concentrated materials of composites such as phosphorus, zinc, talc, nickel, iron, and more underneath the rocks and sediments. Those minerals give off frequencies that have an effect on the human body. Spiritually, we are stimulated, but not in the same way as our physical bodies. So as spirit, who we truly are stimulated in different ways by the Earth's frequencies. For example, we may feel a sense of peace and relaxation when grounding oneself, but we may also feel a sense of urgency if a natural catastrophe, such as an earthquake, is about to take place, like receiving an omen from somewhere. In those cases, our physical body may feel a pull or a shift to go to a certain region, to be in a place of safety. And I believe nomadic people were or are more receptive to this. We live in homes and have many things that keep us from being mobile. So even though we may have this feeling that something bad is going to happen, we tend to stay put. Now, I believe that a strong concentration of energy frequencies can collect in one area and sound off as a beacon or sonar to warn of immediate catastrophes in a certain area, which to me signals a sign of intelligence. Now, this has happened time and time again throughout history, especially before earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. There are many stories around the world that date back centuries where they heard strange sounds in the sky or movement of erratic energy around them. They felt a bad omen, a term that's been around for a long time. People had observed natural phenomena that took place days or even weeks before it happened. And as you know, animals typically escape the area. They are much more receptive or in tune with the Earth's frequencies. So, as I explained before, beneath the Earth's crust there are many different frequencies coming from there given off by the chemical makeup of the Earth. Why is that important to us? Well, imagine sitting on a toaster oven that's on. Eventually you'll get burnt, right? But what if you turn it off and flip the switch to cold? Is that possible? No, it's not, because it's made to be hot so that you can toast your food in the oven. Well, the Earth is the same way in which it's made to be one way. It's made for us to be inhabited on. Yes, you and I are made specifically for this planet. We are made up of minerals that come from this planet, not other planets. Our chemical makeup, our composition is found on this planet. And there's nothing complex about that in the sense that you will not find any foreign matter in us that doesn't belong to this planet. Therefore, we are made for it and of it. Now that's powerful in itself in the sense that we constantly seek beyond the stars for new life out there. But there's little that we know about our own planet. We are inclined to do what those frequencies urge us to do. Birds, for example, have a magnetic pull to fly towards a specific region, or a specific direction, I should say, that's beneficial to them. They could freeze to death in the cold. Not all species, of course, but certain species would not be able to survive in such cold conditions. Well, as for humans, we can be guided to shift or roam to a specific area that may be beneficial to them. I believe the Mayans were very good about this. I think they were more sensitive to this. Mayans often built empires and then felt the sudden need or desire to relocate. Many have their ideas and opinions as to why, but I feel like it had to do with the economic condition in their time. To properly feed the people and maintain their civilization, it all depended on the nature around them for survival. It's possible that soon after they left, some extreme weather conditions soon took place where they resided. So they continue where they left off, safe and sound, in another location. And I believe that many indigenous tribes around the world trusted their gut intuition for survival. Intuition, which is a metaphysical ability, by the way. Now, the magnetic field is being influenced by something greater than we think. It's protecting all living things, big and small. And I strongly feel that the Earth sends out frequencies which in turn causes a shift in the magnetic field, which in turn move animals or small tribes to relocate, for example. Perhaps a volcano is about to erupt, or a big quake is about to take place that may affect the animals and the people nearby. But why would the Earth do that if that's the case? Well, because I believe she is our mother in a sense. Remember, we came from her in a physical sense, and I believe she's looking out for us in a spiritual sense. We're here to live and propagate the human race. And as we are living our life on this planet, we are experiencing our own individual destiny. And as we do so, we gain knowledge and wisdom. We also feel pain and trauma. We experience joy and sadness. We experience war and peace. But no matter what, we live and experience. Now, the Earth is aware of that and does her best to keep the population growing so that we don't go extinct. Again, our main purpose is to live and experience that we would take back with us what we have learned and grow. And hopefully we do better next time. But as centuries go by, the Earth will keep spinning and revolve around the sun just at the right distance to keep us from freezing to death or burning alive. In the meantime, she will do her best to keep us out of harm's way. As for catastrophes at the hands of humans, well, that's another story. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and keep watch for more coming your way. I really enjoy making these. And please give it a thumbs up if you like what you heard, and feel free to subscribe to our channel. We thank you so much for your support. Well, until next time, be happy and be good to yourself, and take some time to ground yourself. Enjoy that moment. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.